Good morning, Pioneers. Today is Friday the 13th, and we are your guest hosts from Yearbook. I'm Vianca Turner.
And I'm Mackenzie Waters. We're coming at you from Salem on this spooky Friday. This week we've got a lot to cover, so without further ado, let's get started.
Every first Wednesday of the month, students participate in Character Strong activities. Here are some opinions from students and teachers about Character Strong. Brought to you by Wyatt Bachman.
To me, it's a curriculum designed to help students with social, emotional issues, make sure that we build families and have kids have support systems and kind of force those conversations.
So Character Strong, in my sense, it basically just is a program that gets students to realize their environment and improve on themselves.
Thanks, Wyatt. Now let's head to LV's theater department for a look at their upcoming play about everybody's favorite creepy, kooky family, the Addams family. James Roseberry and Katara Kincaid interviewed the directors about the musical. Take it away, Katara.
This is Katara Kincaid from PTV. The theater department has announced their fall musical, The Addams Family. We meet with the directors, Mr. Brown, Miss Gangler, and Miss Metzger, to talk about their expectations for the show and what we should expect.
Well, it is my first show here as the new theater teacher. I'm excited to put this show together. I have confidence in my ability as well as the ability of this team.
Creating theater is supposed to be a lot of fun. It's supposed to be a very rewarding work experience. And so I am just excited that these kids are wanting to participate, and I know that they're going to have a great time.
This is Katara Kincaid from PTV, signing out.
The theater department performs the show November 1st through the 3rd, and tickets will be on sale soon. Next, let's go to James Byrne to tell us about this year's range of podcasts.
We have several podcasts here at the high school, including an athletic one, a music one, and one about JRTC. I recommend you go listen to those. You'll find that they are very interesting and talk about some good topics on there, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you, James, for the update. Wednesday marked 23 years since the 9/11 tragedy shook our nation. PTV member Connor McCollum talked with some of our history teachers about the event.
This Wednesday marked the 23rd anniversary of the September 11th attacks in 2001, in which terrorists hijacked planes and flew them into the World Trade Center in New York, the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. To commemorate that day, I interviewed some of our history teachers and asked them where they were on that day and what they remember.
During September 11th, I was actually working here, and I was in the ISS room at the time, and we went into a complete lockdown. Fort Leavenworth went on lockdown. There was price gouging over at the gas station up north here where they went from like $1.86 to $2.27 a gallon, and people were just kind of freaking out. But other than that, we just kind of wait to take it all in, and obviously the military town had impacted us a lot more because nobody knew what was going on when he had the lockdown. And this is when the fort used to be an open fort where you could come and go as you pleased, and that changed real quick, and it hasn't recovered from it since.
On 9/11, I was a sophomore in college. I was in my dorm room. My roommate woke me up saying, "Hey, come look at what's on the news." And then as we were watching the news, that's when the second plane hit the tower. So we pretty much immediately knew we were under attack.
I was in kindergarten. I remember being in elementary school. I remember one morning, just all of a sudden, all the teachers got real weird. They got real uncomfortable, and then we got to go home for the day. Weird moment in my own family's history about 9/11 is actually that was the day my mom and my dad decided to get divorced from each other, and I think 9/11 had a bit to do with it. So have a bit of history with that. But as far as my own personal memory, I just remember being really confused. I mean, because all the adults got real weird, and we never seen the adults get weird before like that, uncomfortable, kind of like, what do we do now? Because we're living just outside New York City. A bunch of kids' parents worked in New York City, including my own. A bunch of probably their spouses worked in New York City, so they were probably worried about them. Couldn't really get in contact with people, so you could feel even in kindergarten the teachers were nervous. And then we got to go home early because I don't think the school really knew how to handle it. And to be honest, I wouldn't know how to handle it either. But that's what I remember about it. So it was a weird day for sure on multiple layers.
This is Connor McCollum signing off.
Thank you, Connor. Let's switch gears and focus on sports. Football's first home game is tonight at 7.
Before the game, freshmen are invited to the tailgate for some free food and fun starting at 5.
Don't forget the theme tonight is Blue Out, so everyone going to the game, get your blue on. Our partners in sports broadcasting will be selecting a few students to feature as the most spirited fans, so show out.
Are you interested in clubs but don't know how to join? Here's Michael Williams with some information.
What up? It's Michael Williams with PTV. Today, you're going to hear about clubs. Where can information about clubs be found?
So currently all of our clubs are listed. They'll be on your grade level Google Classroom as of September 6th, so that's today. But it's basically our link to our website off of the high school, and it's our co-curricular Google site, which has a listing of all the clubs we offer here at Leavenworth High School and how to contact their sponsor.
Is this the only club you're in?
No, I'm also in senior class cabinet, which is every Friday.
What do you do in that club?
We plan events for seniors and discuss things for seniors.
All right, are you joining any clubs this year?
I'm actually doing chess club this year, which I'm very excited about.
Is there anything you're looking forward to about this club?
Probably just winning. I like winning a lot. And if I lose, I'll probably quit.
What club do you sponsor?
Well, I coach Scholars Bowl, but I'm doing chess club this year. We haven't started practice yet. We start on Tuesday after school. We will be hosting a meet this year. We'll be getting together in room 253 right here.
Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Thank you, Michael. Today is Friday the 13th, and what would this day be without a review from Jeremiah Eulis about a horrifying cult classic? Here's his review of The Frighteners.
Starring Michael J. Fox, The Frighteners is a horror comedy film directed by Peter Jackson, released in 1996. The film is about Frank Bannister, a psychic investigator who realizes he can interact with ghosts after a traumatic experience many years ago. Using his abilities to communicate with the dead, he cons unsuspecting people into hiring him to remove ghosts, not knowing that the spirits work for him. After witnessing the strange and sudden deaths of people throughout the town of Fairwater by a mysterious Grim Reaper-looking spirit, Frank sets out with the help of his otherworldly friends to prevent the deaths of the next victims. With a great cast, amazing music, revolutionary special effects for the time, and a twisted sense of humor, The Frighteners makes for a great spooky flick.
Couldn't believe it. Hey, Stuart, in or out, huh?
Although the movie is billed as a horror film, it isn't too scary and is fantastic for anyone who wants a new film for the upcoming Halloween season. The Frighteners is rated R for violence, some language, and a few scary scenes.
Ray, we have got a poltergeist!
Well, it's nothing that the police can't handle.
Thanks, Jeremiah. The Frighteners is streaming on Tubi and Peacock, so be sure to check it out if you want to have a frightening good time.
That's all we have for today's episode of PTV. Have a safe weekend, and we'll catch you next time.